Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey folks, I'm officially going to be coming to NocoCon this year, taking place at the Watertown Municipal Arena up in Watertown, New York from June 6th through the 7th. I'm going to be there all weekend as a cosplay ambassador, and I'll be going as Venti from Genshin Impact. And if you click on the link down below or go to my link tree in the description box and use my discount code Ackley at checkout, you'll get yourself $5 off of your ticket purchase. Go to NocoCon.com for more details and information. And if you see me there all weekend, then by all means come on up to me and say hi. Hope to see you there. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here, and welcome back to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about all the stuff that I actually got during my time at Retro GameCon Spring Edition, to which, yeah, it was a whole lot of fun this year, and I'm really glad that I got to go for sure, and certainly a really great step up compared to last year for sure. So yeah. I guess pretty much, if anything, much like every other convention that I go to every single year, this one is certainly amongst one of the great ones I've actually done for sure. So yeah, and with of course the stuff I actually got, it really does show exactly that, and yeah, really went through a whole hog to get all the stuff that I need to get, but it was well worth it in the end for sure. So yeah, but I guess either way, I think it is actually quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, but either way, really glad that I got to go this year. I'm really happy with the stuff that I actually got, and you bet I'm not only looking forward to the main Retro GameCon event that's coming up this October, which I'm really excited for, by the way, but I'm excited to see what they're gonna whip up for RGC Spring for next year for sure. So yeah, whatever the case may be, you bet I'm actually gonna be there for sure. So yeah, but we'll have to wait and see on that. So yeah, if you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below. So yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure. So yeah, I'll still be here by the time you come back from, of course, the previous episode, which yeah, I guess much like everything else that I've covered on this show, I guess I can't get enough of course, doing these whole convention hall videos for sure on this show. I mean, hey, if I'm willing to show off, of course, the stuff that I got while I was actually there, you bet I would do exactly that for sure. So yeah. And yeah, now I'll be quite curious to see what I could whip up for probably pretty much RGC Spring Edition for next year for sure. Well, I guess that's kind of hard to say. I mean, I really went through a whole lot getting the stuff that I actually got, and yeah, probably by the time this pretty much episode goes live, I do hope Kevin Miller's autograph that I mailed over to Delmar Mullins will arrive pretty soon. That's my biggest hope by far, so we'll see on that. So, but yeah, now I'll be quite curious to see what I'll whip up for next year. Well, I know that's kind of hard to see on my part. I mean, I would love to pretty much go as Aerith from Final Fantasy VII once I get her going, so that'll be quite nice. So, yeah, I think that reminds me, I definitely need to pretty much save up enough funds in order to pretty much get that one going. So that's gonna be pretty much a plus for sure. I mean, I guess pretty much if I'll get more people to pretty much sign up for my Patreon, or maybe I'll guess I'll get some stuff that I've already got on the sidelines for now, like of course PayPal, Ko-fi, TeePublic, Cameo maybe. That'll be nice. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I guess it's after what I've been through in the previous episode for sure. I definitely want to take the time in this episode to pretty much discuss one of the items that I got during RGC Spring Edition, pretty much on its own for sure, and yeah. You bet, it's definitely gonna be one that I'll actually talk about for sure. You've seen it coming, so I think it's about time that I go ahead and talk about this. So yeah, what I got right here, and of course this box is of course pretty much a nice little Pokemon figure for sure. But not just any Pokemon figure. This one is of course on pretty much one of the singing Tumbler Ornament figures that I actually got, themed to of course Pikachu. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I guess it is no big surprise that I have talked about a lot of Pokemon stuff on this show for sure, and yeah, I think pretty much for the sake of this one, I did get this during my time at Retro GameCon Spring Edition, and yeah, I think it makes sense to actually talk about this one on this show for sure. So yeah, that is of course exactly what we're gonna do. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Alrighty then, well, now that we got the introduction out of the way, we can now go ahead and get ourselves into talk about this one for sure, and yeah, like I said, if you have been following me on this show for sure, you would definitely know that I've actually talked about a lot of stuff revolving around Pokemon for sure, and it is actually for a good reason, hands down, and well, I guess pretty much of anything, I did have several run-ins hands down for sure, and yeah, I don't need to go pretty much into too much depth, of course, my love for Pokemon for sure, but you definitely know that my love for it is still ongoing for sure, whether it be stuff revolving around the video games or of course the anime and stuff, all that sort of stuff from what I can gather. So yeah, I guess me and my history with Pokemon needs no introduction for sure, but if you are actually quite curious, then go watch some of my previous videos and stuff revolving around Pokemon for sure. That'll get you the idea hands down. So yeah, But I guess pretty much of anything, you might be wondering to yourself, how did I manage to get my hands on this one for sure? Well, again, I did actually pretty much get this during my time at Retro GameCon Spring Edition as expected for sure, because, yeah, this has actually really piqued my interest from a while together, although I really don't know exactly on what it's supposed to be for sure. But luckily enough, after I got things unloading and I was getting everything prepped for, of course, the previous episode for sure, I did my research of course, this one, and yeah, I immediately discovering might be one of those singing Tumbler Ornament figures for sure, to which I've never actually heard of right up until now, so that suddenly popped right into my head, just like that for sure, and yeah, honestly, I think it's actually really quite cool for sure, so I think it makes sense to finally give this a fair shot for sure, to see what it's like, hands down, so yeah, that is of course exactly what we're gonna do, so yeah, I guess for starters, going over everything for my first impressions, yeah, I will say from the box itself, it really is actually quite interesting for sure. Yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, they really actually went all out with, of course, to make the box look great for sure, and they really did accomplish that, and well, I think it might be quite obvious based on the writing alone. It looks like pretty much it is one of those items exclusively from Japan for sure, to which yeah, that would make sense of how Pokemon did originate from Japan, like every other anime for sure. So yeah, pretty much of anything, I do know this might be released exclusively from Japan for sure. So I think it would pretty much signify that for sure. So and yeah, I think judging by the front of the box for sure, it actually really does look quite nice, hands down, with of course pretty much the figure itself pretty much on the display for sure, which I really do think is actually quite nice. Certainly a nice little tease on what we're going to be in for once we get it opened up, so yeah, and of course alongside the side is of course a lovely clip art of Pikachu himself for sure, and yeah, it pretty much also includes the number 0025, which actually makes sense because Pikachu is actually the 25th Pokemon out there for sure, going all the way back to the first generation for sure, and I gotta admit, even the top of the box with, of course, the Pokemon logo for sure, both in English and in Japanese, I really do think is actually really quite nice, hands down, and oh yeah, I guess another thing I should mention is, of course, pretty much alongside this side, you would get pretty much a whole list of course, some of the other singing Tumbler Ornament figures on some of the other Pokemon that they got available. Like, yeah, I think I really do like for the fact that they did showcase Pikachu, and they have a little arrow pretty much pointing to it saying this, actually showcasing the item you now have in your hands for sure, to which, yeah, I really do like that idea. It really is quite nice. So yeah, and of course, obviously enough, we did get Pikachu pretty much on this, alongside two of the other ones that we actually got, those being on Gengar and Sylveon. And going alongside the bottom is, of course, all three of the starters from the Sword and Shield game for sure, which I really do think is actually really quite nice, hands down. So yeah, and of course, well, nothing on the bottom, of course, and of course, going alongside the back, hands down, is pretty much just a bunch of information and stuff that they have listed for sure, all of which, of course, yeah, I think I assume it's pretty much all in Japanese for sure. Oh wait, hold on. I think I made a mistake. It's not Japanese. It looks like it says for sale in mainland China only. So yeah, I guess pretty much from the writing, it looks like it's not Japanese, it's Chinese, which, oops. sorry about that. But yeah, I guess, yeah, stepping that mistake aside for sure, so yeah, I'm just saving all the angry comments and stuff, pretty much, just to save the trouble, so again, sorry about that, So yeah, but regardless, of course, that front for sure, yeah, I think judging by the pretty much everything from my first impressions and stuff from the box, this figure actually does look really promising, I'm not gonna lie, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what we're gonna be in for once we actually get it opened up. So yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So let's get this thing opened up and find out if, of course, this figure lives up to my expectations. So here we go. Yeah, that was quite easy. So ooh, okay. Just gotta get the bubble wrap off. Alright, and let's see, so it's gonna take a while, and there we go. So alright, well, looks like pretty much looks like we got this pretty much have the box just fine, and ooh, must be, I guess, this stand for sure that we actually got. So alright, it looks like we got everything out of the box itself, and wow, I gotta say, this actually does look quite nice, I'm not gonna lie, and I'll go ahead and set this aside for sure. So yeah, I guess for starters, with, of course, Pikachu, yeah, I will have to say Pikachu actually does look really great from what I'm actually seeing for sure. To which yeah, I guess pretty much for a wig is they really nailed on, of course, what they actually did hands down to really make this look like Pikachu for sure. And yeah, I'm really impressed with, of course, how it actually looks, again, from the way it's actually shaped down with, of course, him pretty much sitting down and stuff. I really do think it's actually quite amazing, and yeah, and of course, pretty much the paintwork and detail that they actually did hands down. Truly not that easy, pretty much from what I can gather for sure to really get this down, but they really nailed it to really pretty much really get the paintwork just down to really make the selling point of that I actually do have Pikachu right here in my hands, which I really do think is actually quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't really need to say anything else about this one for sure. Yeah, pretty much of anything, I am really pretty much intrigued with what they actually did for sure. Like again, much like most of the other stuff they actually got, you really do feel like you actually do have Pikachu right here in your hand. So yeah, and of course, pretty much in regards to the stand, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I think I will have to say this actually does look really incredible. And if I lay my hand down for sure and place it right here, yeah, looks like it's actually pretty much for this being a same Tumbler Ornament figure for sure. The stand itself really is the selling point for sure. I imagine, I think there might be some kind of magnet right alongside the bottom for sure to really pretty much keeping in place for sure without having to wobbling around for sure, which I do think is actually really quite clever for sure, which, yeah, really is pretty much deserving of the selling point from what I can gather. And yeah, everything else that they actually did from what I've actually seen really is actually quite nice. Like, pretty much going alongside the bottom, you can definitely see it, and of course pretty much this nice yellow color for sure, with a whole bunch of stars pretty much going alongside the side of it, which I really do think is actually quite nice. And even pretty much the base of it made to actually look like a Pokeball for sure, which I really do think is actually quite nice because, yeah, when you actually think of when you actually do think of Pokemon alongside pretty much all of the creatures and stuff from that franchise, you would definitely know that the Pokeball is, of course, a massive symbol, hands down. So yeah, that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. And I'm impressed with what they actually did. So now that pretty much, yeah, I guess with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, both of these pieces all together really is actually quite nice, and they really actually are the selling point of course, why I actually got for sure. But that would lead to the ultimate question. How will they fare up going together for sure, which is pretty much the whole selling point, hands down? Well, let's find out. So yeah, I think I might as well... yeah, there we go. So, whew, wow. Yeah, I guess with what I'm actually seeing with Pikachu pretty much attached to the base for sure. Yeah, look at it. It really is actually quite amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, if I place my hand for sure, and oh yeah, really is actually quite amazing for sure. Definitely exactly what I was hoping for, hands down. And yeah, it definitely looks absolutely phenomenal for sure. Yeah, I think they really pretty much did a bang-up job to showcase everything revolving around this pretty much this figure for sure. Really actually making it quite nice, hands down. So yeah, I think they really did a bang-up job with, of course, this one for sure. And yeah, with all the component pieces together for sure, it really is actually quite amazing to actually witness for sure. So yeah, it's almost like pretty much one of those nice, I think pretty much, if anything, if I guess pretty much a clever name is giving up for sure, I think it would pretty much get me vibes as like it should be called, like, say, maybe a Pokemon All-Stars ornament figure for sure. Which, yeah, kind of makes sense, give it to the stars alongside the bottom for sure. So, I don't know, maybe it's just me. So yeah, I guess with everything from what I've actually seen with both pieces together, really actually is quite amazing, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, pretty much easy to snap together for sure, just like that. So yeah, that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. And so, yeah, I think with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I can say on, of course, this one for sure. So yeah, overall, I am really impressed with the Pikachu Saiyan Tumbler Ornament figure that I actually got for sure. It really is actually quite an amazing one that I got in my hands for sure. And yeah, I think he really pretty much deserves a lot of recognition, hands down. This really actually pretty much really really sold me quite well right at the moment when I first took my glimpse of it, hands down. And I'm really glad that I actually got this for sure. So yeah, I think with the way they actually designed it to pretty much the way it's shaped down, and the good amount of color and detail that they actually did to really make this turn out great, it really turned out to be pretty much as great as I hoped it would be for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much if anything, I say this was well worth pretty much the money I've actually spent to get this one for sure. And yeah, I guess for what it is, I do highly recommend this one for sure. So yeah, I say this is actually one that you will not be missing out on for sure, because let me tell you, once you actually get this, you're in for a real great treat for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much if anything, I know that's saying a whole lot given to some of the other figures I actually got, many of which are Pokemon themed for sure. But for what it is, I really do think they really nailed it on the head with, of course, this one hands down, and I am madly in love with it hands down. So yeah. I guess either way, if you can actually find this for yourself, I say definitely buying hands down. You're gonna be in for one shocking treat for sure. No pun intended. So yeah. I guess now that that's done, I just need to figure out, of course, where I'm actually gonna place this figure for sure. Hopefully, I think I'll find good enough space hands down. But I guess until then, I think I might as well end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode. And by all means, let me know down in the comments down below on what you guys thought of this one for sure. I'm actually quite curious. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode. And, well, I guess right up until I'll pretty much get some things figured out on where I'm actually placing up for sure, right? I'll be quite curious to see how well else I'll actually get hands down to which yeah, we'll definitely see what comes up for sure. But until that, until that actually happens, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD and Sam Shepard. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and plenty more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.